Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back again. Woo. Yep, alright. It's been a while, but it's okay because I'm back. And today, I have a pretty neat video. It's not neat at all, actually. It's just me saying hot takes. But I'm really good at saying hot takes and making hot takes. And a lot of these, like, I'm not just talking, like, I genuinely believe these. So, yeah. Pokemon Hot Takes, here we go. This might be a series. I like making controversial opinions. I really do, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so my first hot take. Low-key, this might make some of y'all mad, genuinely. Because this was like a whole controversy when Sword and Shield was coming out. And that is, I don't think that's it was bad. In fact, I think it was inevitable. Like, I genuinely think if they didn't cut the decks in Generation 8, it was gonna get cut in Gen 9. So, like, the whole complaining about Dexit thing, overblown, not gonna lie. I don't know. Like, there was, and I think that's why I defended Sword and Shield so much, because Sword and Shield was the catalyst for a lot of people criticizing Pokemon more frequently. But, like, the reason why they started doing that was because of Dexit. Like, the reason why people started critiquing Pokemon is because little Timmy couldn't play with his Heracross that he always wanted to play with in the Galar region. And I'm like, I guess, like this is why y'all are going crazy. Like, this was always gonna happen. And, like, the thing is, it's so crazy because now you get a whole bunch of people who want Pokemon to do all the open world in this, but, like, they're literally not gonna be able to put all the Pokemon in one game if they do that. Like, it's 1,000 of them now, bro. It's 1,000 Pokemon. They're not gonna all fit in one game if you want them to do all the extra stuff too. Like, that's just crazy. But what I will say is what they're doing in terms of, like, Pokemon Home, I'm not gonna lie, it's scummy. That is just scummy. That is just, it's not culture, man. It's not culture. That's kind of trash. Especially, like, you know, back in the day, like, they would have the Pokemon files and stuff. They would have the sprites and the animations in the games. Like, they're not even in the games. Like, if you try and transfer a Pokemon into Scarlet and Violet that's not in Scarlet and Violet, like, it just straight up doesn't work, which I think is kind of crazy. Like, that's a bit scummy. But I don't know, the whole Dexit in itself, just that, I don't think that's that bad, honestly. Like, especially since it was gonna happen anyway. If they're gonna, like, actually focus on making bigger games, it was definitely going to happen no matter what. It just so happened to be in Generation 8. So it's, you know, it is what it is. I don't think Dexit was that bad. Alright. My second hot take. Dog. Charizard isn't overrated. He's just the mascot. Like, why don't y'all have the same energy for Charizard that you do for a Pokemon like Eevee or Pikachu? Because you just recognize that those two Pokemon are flagship mascots. It's the same thing for Charizard, bro. Like, does it get annoying? Yeah. But I understand why it happens. Like, it's because Charizard is one of the most popular Pokemon ever. And it's one of their flagship mons. Like, I don't want a Pikachu and Eevee form every generation, but if they can make it fit, they're gonna do it because they're the flagship Pokemon. Like, they're the mascots. Charizard is one of those Pokemon. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry it wasn't Blastoise, bro. But more of you should have bought blue. More of you should have got green. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, It is what it is. Charizard is one of the most popular Pokemon ever. So he's gonna get a lot of forms. A whole bunch of people are gonna have him as their Pokemon. Like, Charizard is... He's Charizard, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He's the mascot. He's one of the mascots. Alright, I got another hot take. This one is kind of... This one still counts as a Pokemon hot take, but not really, because it also deals with Smash Brothers. My hot take is that Incineroar should be a mainstay in Smash Brothers from now on. Like, he should just be part of the roster. Like, he should never get taken out. In the similar vein that, like, Pikachu is never going to be taken out. I think Incineroar should be that too. Here's why. Because Sakurai always wanted a wrestler character. And Incineroar is a wrestling Pokemon. I know, crazy analysis, but genuinely though, I think he fits in it so well. And like, he brings an aspect of being just like a grappler that a lot of other characters don't really do. Like, the only other one that I can think of that does that is Donkey Kong, and Incineroar is like the only other one. So I think Incineroar should stay. It fits a motif that's not in Smash yet, and I don't really see it being in Smash ever, to be honest. Might as well just keep him. That might not be as big of a hot take, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, don't really like having a whole bunch of Pokemon in the game, like with the Fire Emblem characters. But I think if there's one dude that should probably stay, it's Incineroar. Now, could this be my bias? Because I low-key play Incineroar a lot? Yes, but I think I would still be saying this even if I didn't play him. But that's just me though. Okay. Last hot take for this video, then I'll be done. The Pokemon XY XP share is the best version of it, and it's the version that they should have kept using for every generation. I don't know why people clown on the XY XP share so much, because it slows down grinding significantly, and that, like, that's good. Like, it goes to your whole team instead of just one Pokemon. And then the best part is you can just turn it off whenever you want if you don't want that to be the case. I think that's fine. Like, I don't think that's crazy. I think the people who really just want to grind like crazy and do all this extra, and I'm not saying that you're playing Pokemon wrong or anything, but I think a lot of y'all are blinded by nostalgia. Like, the worst example I can think of is Heart Gold Soul Silver. Heart Gold Soul Silver has such a crazy level creep that it's not even fun. You have to legit grind your tail off, and that game is slow and it's hard to grind, and you get SP really slow. Like, that's not fun. I'm not one of the people who's like, say, take out grinding completely, because that's dumb. At that point, it wouldn't even be an RPG. It would just be a simulator at that point. But grinding doesn't make the game difficult. It doesn't. Like, you can make the game more challenging without having to grind, bruh. So that's why I never really understood the whole energy for the XP share. Like, XY was not easy because it had XP share. XY was easy because it was easy. They just did a whole bunch of stuff that they hadn't done in past Pokemon games that made it mad dumb easy. Like, the trainers were weak. None of the gym leaders had like over 4 Pokemon. Like, it was just a whole bunch of little issues they did that combined made it easier. The XP shit wasn't the reason for that. Like, imagine if the last few games that had universal XP share that you just couldn't turn off, imagine it was just an option, you could just turn it off. Well, okay, if you want to grind one Pokemon at a time, well, now you can. And now you can. I think that's the best version of it, to be honest. And I believe, I could be wrong, I think it gave out a little bit less XP than it does now. I could be just straight up wrong about that. I could just be talking, but I think that's what it was. But yeah, the XY XP shit was good. I would say the greatest version of it because it minimalizes grinding without completely killing grinding, and you could turn it off whenever you want it if you just didn't want that. I think that's the best version of it. All right, that's it. That was the last hot take for this video. I definitely got more, but I'm gonna save them for other videos. I think I'm gonna make this a series type-ish, you feel me? But yeah, good video. Hey, if you actually saw this, bro, leave a like. All right, do me a solid. If you do, I don't know, I'll cash app you $5 or something.